Hi there, my name's Ben Sanderson, and I'm going to walk through a GeoTool mashup with My Maps and Google Earth using KML files as a way just to make our maps a bit more immersive and take our viewer on a bit more of a journey. So what I've done is I've created some pins along the Melbourne coastline here, along Port Phillip Bay, following the Boon Wurrung Coastal Walk, which is part of the Bayside Council website. And so I've put in the pins, and I've also added some information from that information pack that the Bayside Council offers, with an image and a bit of a summary of what each site represents, and the important information for whoever's going on that walk. But I want to do something more than just show the different sites. I want to actually travel along and maybe see each of these sites in a different way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to import it into Google Earth. And to do that, I need to use a KML file. If I go to my little hot dog up here and click on that, you can see that I can have a few different options here, but the one I want is to export to a KML or a KMZ file. I'm going to choose the entire map, and I'm simply going to download. Once it does that, it downloads to the device you're on. And now, when I go into Google Earth, I'm just in Port Douglas here, I'll pack up my banana lounge and take you back to Melbourne. So I'm going to go into the little hamburger here, and I'm going to go to My Places. Now, before you do this, however, if you go into your settings, you just need to make sure that down the bottom of your settings that you've enabled the KML file import. Once you've done that, go to your hamburger and go to My Places. And this is where you can bookmark places on Google Earth. And you'll see here now that I've enabled that importing the KML file. It gives me the option to do just that. And then I just need to retrieve that file from wherever I saved it, which is just here. And what it'll do is it will import all of those sites into Google Earth. Now that's okay, that's fantastic. You can see them there. It looks pretty much like it did on Google Maps, My Maps. But this time when I double click on one of those sites, it will take me, depending on how fast your internet connection is, you'll be able to see each of those sites, zoom in a bit closer, use the 3D viewer. And then as I click on the next one, it will zoom me from one to the other. Now I can further zoom in. And again, I can see the landscape, I can see the terrain, I can get a bit more of a sense of what that landscape is like. Now this is okay for something like this, but you could also use it to track someone's journey through a novel study. You might use it when you're looking at a particular historical event. So this just gives you a little bit more of a sense of the landscape and the setting that you've imported from My Maps. So you're basically going from a 2D version to a 3D version. And as I slide through, you can see I'm jumping in and out of each setting. And it also has imported the information as well. So not only do I have all of the sites bookmarked, but now I have all the information there for me to access as well. So that's just taking that to another level.